Hey guys, welcome back. It's Grimreaper coming at you for another video for Raidshadowlegends. Today, this is not a video for the free-to-play, so this is just where we're running in the background. Hopefully you guys had a great weekend and you have hopefully having a great start to your week. We are coming at you on a Tuesday update, and I have a very interesting video today for just going on and stuff like that. But first of all, I kind of want to ask the questions. What does everyone think about their daily gift, which they received on Monday? I mean, this is amazing, right? Like, this is the best energy pack Raider gives us for so long. It's unreal. Anyway, I think it's enough for like 3 runs in a dungeon in hard, and that's about it. So I don't think you're going to get anything fairly good. On the bright side, we are allowed to keep it for 9 months. So sorry, for 3 months. So we'll keep that, right? On the other side, we are going to go over the showcase today of the HYDRA takeover we did on the weekend and helping Slim reach his personal best in HYDRA, and not just breaking a couple of million. We broke it and we smashed it, and it was a achievable, fairly good, but also I believe at some point this will be nerfed. So yeah, I am talking about the one and only this comp, and this is what we built on HYDRA and generally got it to go. So this bit of the video is going to be mainly about what I do, what to look out for, who to hit, and stuff like that, and try and give you many tips and tricks for this comp. Now, I don't know if this is going to be nerfed. Most likely it will, but you just never know with Plarium. So if this doesn't get nerfed, then I think everyone will start building this comp because it's easy to kind of do, right? So yeah. So let's go through to some tips and tricks. I will drop all the links down the bottom. I'll also drop the presets down there, the run itself, which is 1 hour. So I'm going to have to speed up quite much. I'm going to have to put it on like 3 times speed so this video isn't too long. But you can slow down in the settings in the bottom in the YouTube. You can slow down your you can slow down the process if you really want, but I'm going to give you the tips and tricks here, so don't go anywhere. Then I'm going to show you the build towards the end of the video. Again, I'll add chapters down below for you so you can keep coming back to where you are, but don't miss the tips and tricks because it's really important. And yeah. So, okay, so let's go into the first of it. Obviously, what you need is 2 extensions, so there is many person that can do this. You generally need a Brogni to do this as well. You don't need Chris, you don't need Lanicus, they're just bonus. Lydia is a bonus, but there is better versions out of here on these teams if you have the champions, and I will speak about this shortly. But it's going to the point is this is full auto team, which was super nice. The only thing you have to do is pay attention for 1 hour, and this is the downside, and you have to use your mouse to click on the different heads. If you don't do that, you're not gonna one-shot as much as you want, but the potential is one-shotting. Now, if they're rare, I can't remember his name, but if the rare here is devoured, then you may as well just reset the run and go again. I think this was the 2nd or 3rd attempt for this team, so it wasn't too crazy bad, and we did build enough resistance on everyone, which I'll show you the builds later on. But we're going to speed up because there's generally not much tips to kind of go with right now, and this wasn't a perfect run because at the time, throughout an hour, I was listening to chat and stuff like that. But as you can see, within 95 turns, we've got quite a bit of damage going on. And do we just one-shot the head there? Let me just see. So one of the most important bits with Lanicus is if you're going to use ally attack, that's fine, but generally aim for the force heads, and this is the tips that I learned throughout the week because he's able to do that and he's able to one-shot the heads. Now, if you one-shot the heads and keep the heads chopped, cut down, they won't take your champion, so they won't devour Chris as much. They won't devour your rare champion, and this will just give you a chance to keep ramping up your damage. Now, Mischief is really difficult because he can drive your champions to other heads, right? And that kind of really annoying. So it's really important to try and one-shot Mischief. we got to a point where it's actually one-shotting even weak affinity. So yeah, we did see we could lose the shields, but on our rare we got like 33 shields. Now it was good to mention, if you actually put the rare into shields, you actually can keep extending his shields, and that gives them 2 shields, and this will actually increase his damage even possibly more because of how his A1 works. And I do believe his A1 will be nerfed at some point, but you'll see here we get to a point we'll just aim at the heads and it's just a simple one shot. Now with Brogni's shields on the A2, it is generally better to actually extend the shield when a defense down and weaken is placed, or the defense down and hex if you do get it. Just generally because it gets more damage from Brogni's shield, so that's something to also bear in note for. Another thing as well is try and obviously one shot many heads possible with Lanicus and stuff like that. As you can see, 303 million damage there, which is super crazy. We actually don't have a hex set in here. He doesn't have a hex set on his account, so I can tell you, like, we probably would have hit like at least 1.2 billion. I think we probably would have doubled our damage, or maybe even tripled our damage. So we didn't have a hex set, right? So if we had a hex set, this would have spreaded all the damage. You can take the risk with Lanicus to build your team with 30% critical rate, and then keep extending the critical rate buffs and try and do that as well. But that might mean you have to manual more, and it's only about 25% chance to get that extra turn on that A3 from Lanicus, which is a bit poor. Assuming she's a legendary, she should be getting that extra turn really. So that's a bit of a disappointment really. But that's one thing to kind of bear in mind, right? Another thing as well is if you don't have Lydia and you have Mishgati, who is a Shadow King champion. A lot of people have him just generally because he was a guaranteed event in some type of way. It was for fragments, and he was generally quite good. You know, he brings the defense down and AoE hex, and he generally will help a bit more. Also, he does bring a AoE cleanse, right? So I actually might give it a try on my main account with this team and do an updated video with this over the next day or two, or whenever I get time really. So it might be Wednesday stream, and try and do the same, but cause more damage and stuff like that. So keep an eye out for that. I'm going to let this run now for the rest of this. I've done enough chatting. I think that's enough things. I'll let you watch a run, and then we'll come back and show you the presets and the gear. you have Hex set here, you're doing way more damage. Ooh. Lanik is not really coming in with much. Probably coming in with 65. This guy whacking up. Imagine. Brogny's built for damage, yeah. He's got a Savage on. Wow. There's no high level blessings. There isn't really much brimstone going on. There isn't much cruelty going on to lower defense. There really isn't a lot going on here. It's insane. I suppose let's show everyone a gear now and stuff like that, right? For the YouTube video. Right. So did sort out the presets. So let's show you presets first. I think after this chat we will do some arena on Blazer's account. I might have to just drop him a little message because I know he's streaming on YouTube. So we did sort out the AI a little bit, so we always went like that first. We turned off the A3. I suppose maybe you can build everyone's 70% critical rate and then try to extend the critical damage and then maybe rely on us a little bit. I don't know how I feel about the Lanica's extra turns, so 25%. It's guaranteed. I always thought it was guaranteed on her. And then this could be booked out, right? So this is not fully booked yet. The first one is. So I suppose one cooldown over 1,500 turns with it on the reflex would be useful. And then these are the layouts we got for Krisk. And obviously we just turn these off and then just keep doing the crushing massacre straight away, right? You can kind of see the stats as well already. Okay, so masteries. Let's have a look at the masteries. Let's start off with I suppose the start of the show, right? All the way down here. In a Savage set, we got 73,000 HP, 194 speed. So let's put the HYDRA battles on this so we can see the proper speed. So all this could be improved a lot. We could actually ignore more defense if we wanted. We could also add in more critical damage once it gets gold. So there's a lot here that can actually still be improved by quite a bit. Masteries, very simple. We do have deterrence and retribution. I can't really see that proccing much, right? This is what he's got. I mean, it's absolutely nutty. You can still oil as well. That's the insane bit. Still use oil. Then we go to Brogny Underpriest, who is a 1-star blessing and will be around here somewhere. Brogny Underpriest, there we are. It's better to put in double shield set. So you think if we put him in shield set and then keep extending it, it'll do more damage. So these are the masteries here. You know what? Cycle of Violence might be worth a shout to try and get the cooldown effect on the A2, right? This would be huge. Over the big 1,500 turns. So obviously it's really important to have the resistance, which we learned that today. So you need to make sure you have 300 resistance on everyone as well. So Mischief behaves itself a little bit more. unless you want to try your luck with RNG, which I don't recommend. Then we have, who else was in the team? Double Lanicus, right? His damage is important, Cat. So here is the masteries as well for Lanicus. This is the unbooked one. And so you see she's unbooked there. We don't really use these two abilities that much. She's in Reflex. Both Lanicus are in Reflex. Got some Refresh as well. So I suppose more Refresh would be quite useful as well. I can imagine that'd be quite good. And again, actually, do you take this over this? I think Cycle of Violence and Cycle of Magic could be useful together. Masteries could be slightly better. Lanicus 4. Lanicus 4. So masteries are slightly better actually. Yeah, let's took this. Yeah, let's took Retribution, which is interesting because A1. Not too sure what the A1 offers. Cruelty Blessing. Again, Reflex. It'd be interesting to see if I can build this comp with more damage. Lydia. I think if I was to build this, I'd definitely replace in Lydia. I'd replace it with Mishkatu. Save me bringing in the last save me bringing in Hexet. I think that's about it, right? Have I put everyone in that? Have I missed anyone? Krisk, right? Didn't show Krisk. Krisk was the last one that we didn't show. Where is Mr. Krisk? Probably that's not the right one. It's this one. Oh. No, that was the right one. Why, it's still not even using the main Krisk on it. So that is the main Krisk. Builds Lydia in Curse and can Taunt be extended. Could I run like I don't think Taunt can be extended. I don't think Taunt works on heads. Because it's a boss, right? I don't think it works on boss mechanics. Again, I would probably go this mastery, I'd probably change out and I'd go for Silent Call of Violence. Because I think if you get that cooldown on the A2, oh yeah. And I think as well, if you could try and get Krisk in a... I think if you get Krisk in a shield set, or even in a cooldown, like thingy, what else can you do? Reflex, right? Put him in Reflex. So there we are. There is the team composition for today. I think it's super cool. Let me know down in the comments below if you feel that this should be nerfed or not. I'm still in two minds about this, and it was a lot of fun, but also a little bit concerning for me when I'm looking at HYDRA crash at a whale perspective or a Kraken level, you know. Does this deserve to be the best damaging team in Raid where it comes to HYDRA, even if it's normal, nightmare, or whatever, you know? Anyway, in this video, this account up here, if you are interested to enter for this giveaway, which we're doing tomorrow at grimreapertvraid on Twitch, going into this video, which I'll ping at the end, and enter for that giveaway. We will be doing a draw there and then. And then we know our 24 hours to claim it. All the terms and conditions are in there, so just listen to that. And yeah, good luck to everyone who has entered, and thank you very much for supporting the channel. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe. It does help to support this channel, and hit that notification bell as well when I'm posting videos. I might give this another go on my account. I generally do feel I can make this explode into billions if I'm honest. Let me know below if you guys want to see that. And yeah, anyway guys, I'll let you guys go. Hopefully you have an amazing weekend and amazing week, and hopefully you guys are looking after yourself and stuff like that, and have a great week. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.